5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that. And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Okay, ready? The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Caught in the backfield. It's high. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter. Mississippi, Tennessee, 7, Arkansas, 0.
A 3rd down play to get the quarter started. Looking downfield, and he fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Razorbacks! Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get them downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job of reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Good right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Tennessee, 10. Arkansas, 7.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Green. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig scene.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're going to ride this running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And here's the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. This offense has a 2nd down play. They keep attacking through the air. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Arkansas, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll immediately call timeout.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last week.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He'll take a deep shot here. Underneath toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It's first down from the 11. He's going to pass. Coming after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think it.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Green. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Tennessee 24, Arkansas 14.
The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know...
Hit the afterburners, kid. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown ball. And once he got loose, it was all over. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up by 17 over Florida Atlantic. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll pull it down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
To the air, it's Green. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Quickly to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Catch in the middle, it's Armstrong. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback checking off. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming, and they'll need 10 on 3rd down. They're going to throw it again. Using the quick game. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. These two guys just on the same weight. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Matthews. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Uncorks one. Complete to the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
A first down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 31, Arkansas 21.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Throws to the tight end. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Handoff to the lone back. And he'll glide his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 98, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
To the air, it's Green. Looking deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots, keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Back to the air one more time. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
From the gun on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass, it's Green. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Pressure coming. Fights off a defender. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
He wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's got it. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Looking for a man. It's Green. Fires into the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse talked earlier, go pad some stats, get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something pop.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We